All right, so I'll try to make these videos, I don't know, every day or something. Just kind of a daily recap of what I saw in the market. I'm gonna try to make them quick and short. Basically, going over my strategy and what I look for each day. I try to repeat the same thing over and over and over again. All right, so time frames. You really only need, I would say, three time frames: the H4, M15, and the 1 minute. So the H4 we'll use is our higher time frame direction. The M15 we'll use as kind of our framework inside of that H4 candle, and the M1 we'll use for entries. So today, it's daily divider. So we're trading the US 500 or the S&P 500. It gets most of its volatility from 9:30 to I think 4, which is when the stock opens. So I have this little box here, which I'll explain in a bit. It's what I like to call the AM session or the morning session range. So if price closes above this, it's a bullish signal. If it closes below it, it's a bearish signal, unless we hit some kind of key level that reverses price. So we start on the H4. This 10 o'clock candle, this is where we'll be doing most of our business. Sometimes in this next candle, but for the most part, we're trading in this candle. I know it may not seem like a lot, but it's enough to make a lot of money. So I wake up every day or Monday through Friday when it's not big news or a low probability day, and I look and say to myself, what will this next candle after this 6th candle be bullish? Will it go up or will it go down? That's it. So first thing I do is I mark out some key levels of support and resistance on H4. So there's a level. There's a level, and I'll go over this stuff later. But for now, just know that if this is a bullish candle, this next candle will go down if we hit a level of support that we can't break. If that makes sense. If this was a bearish candle, if this was a down candle, and we were going down, if it hit a level of support, the next candle is going to go up. So, all right, we have a couple of levels of support and resistance. So let's just see. So pretend, I guess, these two candles aren't here. I think I have this feature. No, I don't feel like upgrading that shit. All right, so as I said earlier, if oh wait, this is, hold on, box isn't right. There we go. Save that. So this candle closed above. When I say closed, I mean the body is of the candle, not the wicks. The body of the candle closed above this box, as you can see. So this is a bullish signal. So with that being said, I'm looking for buys in between now and the time either 4 o'clock or price hits some kind of major resistance. But so I'm looking for a level of support to key off to go higher. So this huge gap right here, I'll explain these later, but this is what we call a fair value gap, or I just call them gaps. So when price makes a big gap up like this, they don't typically fill on the first touch. It'll like touch it, shoot up, and then fill it like at a later time, which it did over here. But that's another story. So I was looking at this, and I was looking at the time. And so I thought, let me check the M30. And I've got a more clear version of this gap. So if I drew a box like this gap is a 3-candle pattern. This would be the resistance. This would be the support. Don't try to think too hard about this. It'll come with the more time you see it. So what I was looking for, since we're bullish from the M15, our M15 gave us a bullish signal, so I went here just to see what kind of support and resistance I got. So I'm looking about support. So if price went up and it comes down, this should hold as support. So it did. And so now that I see that we got a little rejection here, I go to the M1. I look for some kind of pattern, which the only entry pattern I take is this run down lower, and this, actually, let's do this. These areas are swing highs and swing lows, so price broke through, but it didn't stay, and then it reversed. So my entry would have been here, stops below here, and I normally just go for a 2R or 1 to 2 risk reward, basically meaning I'm just looking to double my money. Nothing crazy. And that's how we did that. And then boom, hits it. The entry took place at about noon. Shot up, hit TP, and we're done for the day. And that's it. Like I said, I'm going to try to do these every day so you can kind of see over and over and over, because that's really the name of the game, is pattern recognition. Just training yourself to see the same thing over and over again at the same time and making it routine.